I think part of being a responsible business owner is knowing when your body has hit its limit. Good morning. Happy Monday. I just grabbed my groceries off my front porch. I got delivery, which I don't really do so much anymore, but I've got a busy week and I needed some stuff. So I'll show you what I got. I got some Honeycrisp apples. I have literally an apple a day. I got some romaine and some kale. I got some carrots, some tempeh. I got some vegan butters. I just needed to restock. Some heavy whipping cream. And then I got some mushrooms and garlic. What do you call this? Butternut squash, ginger, capers, sun-dried tomatoes are kind of just a standard for my daily pasta or weekly pasta. Garbanzo beans are just a vegan pantry staple in my opinion. I use them for everything. This is my favorite granola of all time. Soup and tomatoes for my soup. And then lastly, I got these amazing, they're gluten-free pie shells and they're also vegan. I'm so tired. I got like no sleep last night. But sometimes you just gotta do what I'm doing today, which is get up really early, hopefully knock out your work so that you can take a nap at like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. whenever my calls are done. I have no one to blame but myself. I have a video due today that I have not shot nor edited. So what I'm gonna do is do that right now. Film and edit, hopefully in the like 4 hours before my first call. Latasha Apple to the rescue. Beautiful, right? I just had a really nice discovery call for a one-on-one mentorship. It was really great to meet her. And then I got knocked back down because I realized my footage that I recorded this morning somehow got out of sync. Like the audio got all wonky towards the end. It's like weird, like the video like slowed down, and so I can't even manually match it up. Luckily, I think I'm gonna be able to make it work because I was talking about tips for content creation, and like the fourth tip I said, move around, like change your location, switch things up. And so I'm gonna switch things up and I'm gonna go use this camera. I think I'm gonna get a different lens though, and just retake those like last 2 points downstairs, I guess, just to make it look semi-intentional. But it's due today, and I was hoping I'd be able to have it edited by now, but we just gotta keep moving. When stuff like this happens, we just keep moving, so let's go. And then I've got a call at 1, so I've got 30 minutes to film. Let's go.
Okay, that was a good enough clip, right? Or should I go more in depth? Wait, I'm gonna count.
I wasn't even looking.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Happy Gray Sweater Day. I'm vlogging today with 2 amazing people, Shelby and Nina. Wait, did I just say I'm vlogging? I'm masterminding with them. Hey, Shelby.
But we are vlogging too, so it counts.
My TV is just for some reason like not working at all. So I'm gonna take that as a sign that I need to do a little cooking this evening. I was honestly getting lazy because I was not hungry. I had some pasta for lunch and I don't know. I was not really that hungry, but I want to create this salad. I was just in Atlanta and I got a kelp Caesar salad. So it had, just your typical Caesar ingredients, Caesar dressing, romaine lettuce, but it had kelp on it, which I don't know if you are familiar with it. It's this really interesting, like marine, it's almost like a seaweed type of situation. It's really low calorie, low carb, all of that, but it's a good way to add some density to your meal if you are looking to, add a bit more volume to your meal and make it feel like a full meal and not just like you're eating a bowl of lettuce. And it also had tempeh and shiitake bacon or some type of mushroom bacon. So I've never made shiitake bacon before. Apparently it's like an hour-long excursion. So you've got to marinate it and do all this stuff. So that's what I'm gonna make now. I think I'm gonna try to record this for my That Vegan friend. Although now I need to write down the recipe because I can't use my phone. This is gonna get a little complicated. You know what I should do? I should record it on my other phone, which is where That Vegan friend is logged in at. One moment. I got 2 phones. Does anyone remember that song? I got 2 phones, one for the... Anyway, today I really didn't do much. Well, I did a whole lot and then I just crashed out apparently. I took a nap because I was tired, very, very tired. You know when you're not the last person to close something and the last person to close something stronger than you? You guys know that feeling? So now we're just gonna spread these on in a thin single layer. And we're just gonna start baking and flipping, baking and flipping, baking and flipping, baking and flipping. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I am honestly ashamed to admit that I just woke up. It's like 11. I don't know what my problem is. I was sleeping, waking up, on this like snooze cycle. I was just really, really tired. So it is what it is. But I've got to head right out the door. I'm gonna sit and drink my coffee for like 10 minutes. And while I do that, I'm going to look at my sample ballot because I'm voting today. I'm going to try to. We have early voting here in Michigan. And so I think either right after my doctor's appointment or after my coaching call. Either way, I'm going to vote today. I just want to get it done so I don't have to stress out about it for election day. So we're just going to get it done. But I need to look at a sample ballot to make sure that I understand all of the proposals and all the local stuff. I know who I'm voting for. Obviously for president, but all the local stuff is really important too. So I won't lecture you too much, but if you do not know, you should definitely vote the ballot front to back, top to bottom. And yeah, I have a doctor's appointment that I'm going to go to right now. I don't even know what it's for. I think it's just like a physical, like a checkup. I don't even know. I don't know what you do at the doctor. So we'll see. Doctor's appointment was nice and normal, and now I've got a coaching call. So I don't advertise these. Sometimes they just pop in. I always forget that they're available on my website. It's always a kind of a pleasant surprise when I get one booked because it's just oh, cool. But yeah, you can book just a one-off call with me. I also have mentorships and stuff like that. But yeah, this was just a one-off that came in. I'm really excited to talk to him. He has 5 million followers, which is wild. I'm a little nervous because I'm can I help you? And honestly, if I can't, I'll just refund him for it. I'm sure there is probably a deeper reason he reached out. Okay, that call went so well. It was really fun. It was just a fun chit chat. Came up with some cool ideas. And it turns out is also a vegan. And so we started just kind of chatting about content ideas. And I think I'm going to just shoot my shot and throw out a proposal for some production work for something he wants to do. We'll see if it goes anywhere, but collaboration, production, I don't know. It's just, as I've told you guys, that's something that I really want to get more involved in. It's on my vision board. I'll show you. It's sitting right outside the door. It's been on my vision board for this year. I launched that vegan friend, which, slow trickle launch, my 9 followers strong, my 2 reels. I'm learning. Okay, this is interesting because this is kind of my first time launching Instagram from scratch, and I'm definitely learning that they say reels grow your account, but so far my reels have been tanking. So I think I need to do some carousels on there. We'll see. But anyway, I'm rambling. The point is, it was a really good call, regardless of where it goes. It's a cool connection to make. I always love meeting other fellow, successful vegans. Let's go take a walk and go exercise our constitutional right and vote. Had to do a quick little stop at a park for a voting sticker photo shoot. We gotta have that. Vote if for no other reason than to get the sticker. How cute are these ones? I guess Michigan students made them, so there's all different designs, and this one's adorable. Good morning, I guess. So I'm disheveled because I just jumped out of bed. This is the second time this has happened to me in my life, and I'm frankly getting really sick of it. But I opened my email, 4:00 in the morning email from a credit card company saying, "Thank you, Latasha spelled wrong, for applying for a credit card." I did not apply for a credit card at 4:00 in the morning. I'm frankly just sick of it. I don't know. I wonder, does every person deal with stuff like this? Or is it because I'm on the internet, I'm a target? I don't really know. But my whole day is now turned upside down. I'm afraid. I haven't even checked my bank accounts yet. And I've had multiple fraud things happen. The first one happened literally 3 days before my wedding. And I found out that somebody had rerouted a bunch of my course sales to their own personal PayPal account to the tune of pretty sure it was $6,000 or $7,000. right before my wedding, a wedding that I paid for primarily. And then I had another time where somebody applied for like a Air France credit card in my name. That was a couple years ago. And I don't know what to do. I lock my credit. I do all the things. But yeah, I'm just so tired of people who do not want to be productive and do anything with their lives, capitalizing on people who do. And this brings me to another announcement, which is that I found one of my courses on one of those illegal course websites. So I get to spend money on a lawyer now, send them a cease and desist. I have no idea how this website even operates. Like, they should be taken down. I'm just feeling frustrated, and when stuff like this happens, it just really makes me rethink like what I do. Like, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I have it in my cart. I can do it right now. Honestly. All right, thefreelancefilm.com. I'm vlogging, so I just told my vlog. Okay, call one went really well, and I was able to get the credit card application, the fraudulent credit card application, canceled and removed from my credit report. I still have calls to make because I need to make sure, like, I don't know, my identity is not just stolen forever, but you know, we're just gonna do what we can with that. But I've got 2 more coaching calls actually. This one is a one-off that somebody booked. It's really interesting, actually. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but for yesterday, it almost acted as like a discovery call, just like a paid discovery call, which I've never offered. I've never said, oh, if you want to work with me, you have to pay. But I feel like it kind of does a good job of filtering out people who are serious and people who are not. With just your standard discovery call, people might just book and just pick your brain for 30 minutes. But yeah, this was a really interesting format. So I don't know, maybe I need to just have, like, I don't want to say promote, but make these more accessible, make them more obvious. I don't know, because I think a lot of people don't even know that I offer one-off coaching calls. Anyway, okay, so got that. And then I have one with my long-term coaching client who we're working together for the next several months still. I met with my co-producer, co-director. That was good. He told me he made his Latasha apple today, which just, you know, made me so happy that I can influence in that way. And I'm going to send him the links to my specific granola and my specific sunflower butter, which I'll just go ahead and link for you guys too, because I know everybody needs this. It is the best meal. The Latasha apple, it is the best meal. So anyway, all right, let's do some calls and then go to my eye appointment. It's just a busy, busy day. All right, call went really well. Sometimes people are like, well, what do I charge, or why do you charge so much? And the reason for that is that there is so much prep work and follow-up work that you have to factor in. And I'm happy to do it, but you know, sometimes people look at a rate and say, oh, that's only for, you know, an hour of your time. But really there's at least an hour before the call where I'm going through notes and going through any information that they submitted in their form, kind of auditing profiles. In this case, my client, they had 2 Instagram profiles that they're managing and they wanted feedback on those. So I spent a good amount of time last night reviewing those, taking notes. And then there's the follow-up time. There were a few things that I was like, I don't want to waste your time on the call of me doing a screen share, clicking around. So I'm just going to do a little tutorial, like a little Metricool tutorial. I'm recording using Tela, which is my screen recording software. I'm also giving him access to a course for free that I think is going to help him. So there's a lot that kind of goes into a coaching call that is beyond just like sitting and talking. And again, I'm happy to do it. I love it, but it's 12:30. By the time I'm done sending the email and all of that, it'll probably be closer to 1. So it's really a couple of hours. Something that I really am loving lately though is honeybook. I'm not going to show you because it's obviously going to show my clients information and all of that, but they've been giving these AI. I know Latasha's loving AI. They're called AI Meeting Assistant, and they give me notes from the calls. And it is pretty dang good. So it transcribes the entire call so that I can send that over to them so they can read through it, search for certain things that we talked about. And then it also gives some bullet points where it's, here's the problems this client had. Here are some solutions Latasha recommended. Here are some tools. Here are some follow-ups for each of you. And it's honestly really good. I've used it for the past 2 coaching calls I've had, and I'm like, wow, it's pretty accurate and honestly really helpful, because I always send through notes. And so this is just a really great starting point. So if you have not signed up for honeybook yet, you definitely should. I will leave a link down below where you can get, I think it's 30% off or something like that using my link. It's a really great tool if you are a coach, a consultant, a service provider, all the things. All right, let's record a little tutorial. Here's what Tella looks like. Tella. Woo. I'm just going to be honest with you. I am struggling today. I could cry right now. I mean, it definitely started with that whole ordeal. I'm also just so overwhelmed today. And in life, honestly, I have a million calls. I've got a doctor's appointment. This is an appointment at my specialist, which is quite a ways away. And, it's just kind of a pain to go to. And it's to help my chronic eye condition. Very expensive also. It just is stressful. And then I've literally got my lawyer, told you guys I'm going through a divorce, asking me for all this financial stuff that I'm sure I have on a hard drive somewhere, but it's just, it's a lot, okay? Being self-employed. It's the same ordeal as when I was getting a mortgage. That's basically all the stuff I have to go through. And then I've got sponsors sending me revisions that are very detailed and specific. I was supposed to get a video up yesterday. It didn't go up because these revisions came through. I didn't have time. I was hoping I'd have time to do them, but I'm not gonna have time. Because my call, and then I have to take my eye makeup off, and then I have to run to the doctor. I'm not gonna have time to get all these edits done and get it uploaded. And it's fine. I'm not trying to complain and whine. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to upload at night and hope people still watch it, but I get nervous. Is it gonna have bad performance? Do I want to spend my entire evening doing work? It's just too much. I'm just overwhelmed. And again, I'm not asking for anyone to feel bad for me. I could be editing that video in the time that I spent talking to you, but I needed to talk to you because I was overwhelmed. And I feel like sometimes you guys need to know that I get overwhelmed too. And that's all. That's the point of this clip. I'm about to go take this 5 minutes that I have before my call and try to get these edits done really quick, and then have a coaching call. And then I already told you what I'm going to do. Take out my makeup, get my car. I hope my car is charged. I think it's charged.
Summer turning cold, baby's growing old. I'm buying every mood I want. Revolution for a change, play to lose the game. A weekday turned to holiday. I'm feeling better, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling like my heart has changed. I'm feeling over, I'm feeling over, I'm feeling unbelievable pace. I got freedom underneath the blue full moon. Feels deep down.
So it is Thursday around 1. I went to Pilates today. I almost didn't go. I was feeling so beat up. Yesterday, I went to my eye doctor appointment, which we're doing what's called IPL, intense pulse therapy, I think is what it stands for. You can also do IPL for hair removal. I say it's like a laser, but it's not actually a laser. It's red light, essentially, that pulses into, in my case, my eyes to somehow reduce inflammation. I don't fully understand the science behind it, but I've done 2 of those so far. It does seem to be working quite well for the condition that I have, which is great. But both times I've woken up with the most intense headache of my life, and it radiates to my back and makes my back feel really stiff. And so I almost didn't go to Pilates because I was like, I don't know if I can do it. But actually, number one, I had skipped 2 weeks of Pilates for various reasons. Filming the documentary, I was a little sick a few weeks ago. And so I was like, I really need to get back at it because it's harder and harder, when you skip weeks like that. But it actually ended up making me feel so much better. Stretching, I guess, just really helped, and those endorphins kind of helped. But I still have a little bit of a headache. I came home and made a giant pot of pasta, which is typically a dinner move, but I also feel like I didn't eat enough yesterday. I only had soup and an apple, which, like, saying that out loud sounds so dumb. I'm like, especially considering how much stress my body was under, both from the eye treatment and all the work that I did yesterday. Like, that was just not a smart move. So I knew I needed to fuel my body, and that pasta is really good because it has a bunch of protein in it. But I think I'm going to take the day off, and it sucks. Like, it really sucks because I had such big plans for today. I was going to batch film a bunch of videos so I could send them over to my editor. I was going to get tomorrow's podcast ready, which is one that people always look out for. It's the What's New in Social. But honestly, I think part of being a good business owner, a responsible business owner, is knowing when your body has hit its limit and knowing when you need to rest. And I think I need to, at least for a little bit. I just need a day, you know? And I don't know if you guys can relate. I'm sure you guys have related where you felt like pushed to your physical limits or your emotional limits or whatever it is. And it's like, no one's going to die if I don't post a podcast. I mean, it sucks. It's not ideal, but no one's going to, like, literally my life is going to be exactly the same as it would be if I did post it. It's also Halloween, so, you know, I'll show you what I'm giving the kitties tonight. Hopefully I get some trick-or-treaters. You're welcome. Thank you. Happy Halloween. Did you get one? You good? Okay. Good morning. Happy Friday. It is gonna be a wild Friday. Got these jeans and I love them from American Eagle. They're a low-rise baggy fit. And I'm struggling because I feel like if I get the size down, they might not have the... Actually, they were out of the size down. But also, if I get the size lower, they're not going to have the baggy fit. They're literally falling down when I walk. So anyway, that's irrelevant. Sorry about the weird angle. You're in my green room, my bathroom, my office bathroom, and I'm getting ready. It's like 8-something a.m. and I am getting ready to film a video. Oh yes. So yesterday I had a couch day essentially. I slept for a few hours. I did actually get a lot of like admin stuff done that I needed to get done. Emails, and I finished my column for Freelancer magazine, sent that in, gave the kids some candy. I thought about it and it's just gonna mess up my whole schedule if I don't post today because I have like brand partnerships and things like that for the weeks ahead, and it's just wild. We're getting down to the wire of the year. You know, it's like I was looking at the calendar, I'm like, oh my gosh, and then it's gonna be Thanksgiving, and then it's gonna be this. And so I really don't want to push any of my brand sponsorships or anything like that. So we're filming early in the morning. I have a coaching call at 11, and then I'm doing afternoon and dinner hang with my friend Ryan. And I don't know how I'm going to get this edited in between that time. So I want to show you guys exactly how I film, because why not slow down my day more when I'm already in a rush? Silly of me. But yeah, I haven't shown like the whole step-by-step of how I film a YouTube video on my blog, you know, in a while. And I always get questions about it. So I'm going to show you this kind of simplified routine that I've got. So we're ready as I'll ever be. First up, we've got my camera. This is the Canon R10. It always sits right here. Always, always. This is like a knockoff of a really expensive tripod, but it was pretty cheap on Amazon. If I can find it, I will link it. My Rodecaster is attached to my microphone, and I record onto a mini SD. And then we've got my iPad here. Let's put on my lipstick really quick. I've been loving this. It's the lip oil by Kosas. Never heard of that brand. I got it for free as like a Sephora birthday gift or something, like a little sample, and I actually love it. This color is called Bear. I ended up getting the full-size version. I believe and hope it's vegan and cruelty-free. I will confirm if it is not. I did this last night in bed. So I use Asana, and I just pull all of the stories here. I don't know how well you can see this at all, but I pull all of the stories, and I just grab their link and their headline. I read through the articles in advance, so I kind of know my talking points and like the key points I want to highlight, but I don't pull quotes or anything like that. I used to edit in quotes manually, but now I just put the screen recording over top, if that makes sense. So it actually makes editing so much easier. I really need lotion on my hands. One moment. I needed a necklace too, apparently. Okay, gotta put the disco ball up. I just realized that's not up. Okay, and we're gonna get our lighting turned on. I use this guy right here. It's the Elgato key light. I control it from my computer. So That's amazing. Okay, we're gonna go over and simply turn on our camera. Now this is the part that always slows me down and drives me absolutely nuts. And I have a solution to it that everybody recommended, and I still have not had the time to properly set it up yet. Why does this say it's not charging? It should be charging. Anyway, whatever. I connect my iPad to my computer, or to my camera, sorry. And I use an app called Canon Camera Connect. The thing is, it's so janky. It stops working all the time. Like it'll connect and then it'll disconnect and then fingers crossed, it seems like it's connecting right now. But I honestly spend sometimes like up to 15 or 20 minutes trying to get this to work. So somebody recommended, I don't even know where it is now. I shoved it in my closet, my equipment closet, but there's I think it's by Elgato as well. It's like a thing that you plug into the camera. So I got to figure that out, but today is not the day. So that's honestly all that I do. I just use this one light. I'm going to turn my overhead light off. I am going to figure out why this iPad is not charging because it is plugged in. So that's really annoying. Oh my gosh. And it worked. So we're going to get to it. I should be filming in theory in the next 10 minutes. I just got to touch up my lipstick and figure out this charging situation and pull up my links. So I don't know what this is. Just, yeah, let's do it. I really annoy myself when I do this. Don't be like me. Let me stop my recording, actually. But I'm looking at the screen and I think the outfit is not giving. It's not giving what I need it to. We love an oversized sweater, but I think it's making me look like a marshmallow. And I think it's also throwing the lighting off. My face doesn't look lit up. It looks like all the light is attracting to the white sweater. So I'm going to change, which is annoying because I should just, boom, get this out. Who cares? Nobody cares. But this is the life of a creator, okay? This is the life. Could not have finished that any sooner because the garbage trucks just came by and are so loud and obnoxious. So, I mean, they've got to do their job. I'm not mad at them. I'm very grateful for them, but you understand. Okay, so now I am going to pull everything off of my cards. So I've got audio files from the Rodecaster, I've got video files from my camera, and screen recording files from QuickTime. So I am just getting those all organized. I like to label them all as well, 1, 2, 3, that kind of thing, so that I know what goes with what, because unfortunately, when I was recording, my camera stopped midway. I have no idea what happened. I just checked the footage and it all looks okay, but for some reason I had to record 2 different clips. So that complicates things a little bit because now I have 2 different things, but it's gonna be okay. I'm screen recording, so I'm gonna show you what's happening. So I've labeled them all. I've got my images as well. I took some still photos. I always do that for the thumbnail. I always feel like I have to look so stupid in them, which is annoying, but honestly, people just click on the ones where I'm like, more than not, so whatever. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up Final Cut Pro, and I have a naming configuration for all of my videos. If you guys ever wanna see my editing, like real better, I have 2 courses on video that I can link down below for you if you're curious. I'm also launching a new course in December. It's for anyone who wants to create long form content. So like podcasts or ideally it's like videos, YouTube channel, video podcasts, or just regular podcasts. It's going to be like a live cohort. Recordings, obviously it's December, so I get it. Like not everybody's going to be able to come to live classes, but it'll be really fun and just a good way to start building a community, because that's one of the things when you first start creating content, it's like you really do need that positive reinforcement and that community and collaboration to keep it going and to stay motivated. So I just really want to create a little container for us to be able to create things, launch things, and get consistent in December so that we are good to go for January and we can launch our offers and build our businesses in the new year. That is my goal. So right now I am just synchronizing clips. So basically what I have to do is sync my audio and my video files together. Now what I'm going to do is join the clips. I'm going to create a new compound clip. So I'm just editing one file, and that way all the changes, like I'm about to, let's see, balance the color. that will take effect to both clips at once. So now all I've got to do, oh, and I usually do a voice isolation as well. There was a little kid playing. He was like bouncing a basketball. I didn't realize, I guess yesterday was Diwali. So some of my neighbors, I guess they're off from school or something. So yeah, voice isolation to get the audio good. So now I'm just going to edit. Actually, I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. I've got 90 minutes before my call. Let's see how much I can get edited. I would love to get this out before I go to my friends. Okay, so I will hopefully only be like 30 to 40 minutes later than originally planned. But I did it. It's really amazing what happens when you time box yourself like that, because normally I would have spent, you know, hours, if not days, working on a video like that. But it's like, wow, I really can ship a video like that in what, I got up at 8 and it's now 1. So, and I had a meeting in between. I am wrapping a present for my friend Ryan. So I actually missed his birthday party. I was really, really bummed about it. I ended up sick and I was so sad. Like, I was so looking forward to it. And he is just such a wonderful friend through this season of my life, especially. He's just really been such a great person. He's always a great person, but love you, Ryan, if you're watching. But I'm getting him, this is my favorite record of all time, Norman effing Rockwell by Lana Del Rey. And I know he's a Lana Del Rey fan of her music, but he likes Born to Die, her first album. And he told me he hasn't listened to this one yet. And he's a big record like collector like I am. So hopefully he hasn't gotten it already since then. If not, I'll just buy him a new one. But okay, I'm taping this really crappily. But taping, shoes on, heading out the door. I feel bad because I'm late, but you know, sometimes duty calls. I'm gonna make a quick phone call, say my hellos, and we're gonna go.